Anthropic is one of the 5 frontier LLMs that are remaining. I mean, and they are leading the charge when it comes to generative AI. So it's one of the 5. The other one are Google, OpenAI, Meta, and XAI. And so, look, when it comes to these commitments, it's pretty obvious that OpenAI has raised the bar by announcing they're going to spend $1.4 trillion. So the question is, what are the other LLM companies going to do? And Anthropic is also a pure play LLM. And in their case, they don't have the funding. I mean, they don't have the balance sheet like Google or Meta have. So they have to raise the money either in the private markets or from someone like Nvidia, or get into an agreement with Microsoft, which also has an agreement with OpenAI. So that's where, LLMs need compute. That's how you serve billion plus users. And that's where, the numbers get bigger and bigger when it comes to the tie-ups with cloud providers.
This is like the popular clique in high school where everyone knows each other and everyone's messing around with each other. Just give us a little bit of background here on Anthropic, because my understanding is that it was founded by folks who used to work at OpenAI, and some of the early investors, like big stakeholders, include Alphabet and include Amazon, and now you've got Microsoft in there. I mean, is there anyone who's not part of Anthropic and not committed to investing in this company?
Well, you could say Meta, they're doing things.
They're doing their own thing.
They're doing their own thing in terms of using the compute internally, and they don't have a cloud business.
Is that a problem for them that Meta's out there on its own? I know it doesn't have its own cloud business, but it's not buying stakes or committed to invest up to $5 billion or $10 billion in any of these AI companies.
I mean, so far, just to go to Meta, it feels like, investors were okay with them using the GPU compute for their own family of apps. But the fact that they're talking about 100 billion plus in CapEx for next year without having a substantial ROI, and what I mean by ROI is in the case of Microsoft, yes, they are raising their CapEx to 120 billion, but they're winning deals like the one with Anthropic, $30 billion in commitment from Anthropic. So somebody is paying for that compute in the case of Microsoft. You don't have that with a Meta. How are you generating ROI outside of your family of apps? And over there, you have to show a really substantial increase in engagement to convince investors it's worth 100 billion plus in CapEx.
Any of these OpenAIs, Anthropics, are they going to ever come public, do you think?
I mean, in the case of Anthropic, look, I know the numbers are getting big, but their gross margins at this point are probably better than OpenAI, which is doing too many things. I mean, the biggest risk I see for OpenAI is they feel they can get into any business, whether it's chip business, whether it's, obviously LLM is their turf, any type of applications. And that's where there's a possibility of a misstep. You can end up wasting time because you just don't have the capability. Yeah, the focus. Whereas Anthropic is more focused.